Hello, you're welcome. It's Henry the computer guy. Actually, we previously talked about what we call the document formatting under the design tab. And actually today we are going to talk about what we call the page background, where we have the watermark, the page color, and the page borders. So I'll begin by getting some information here. Let's say equals rand. Let's say we can say 4,5 to get some dummy text. This is the information I'm having. We can copy this, can insert some other 2 pages, then we put it there. So that's the information we are having. So we are actually having how many pages? 3 pages. Yeah, we have 3 pages. So now we are actually first talking about the watermark. What is a watermark? It's simply that it can be a word or a picture that appears as a background. Faded. In most cases, it's always faded. Appears as a background of what? Of our page. So you may be asked to put a watermark of your name and index comma into your work. So what we do, we come onto the watermark. There are some which are always inbuilt here. We have the confidential, do not copy, but we want to write our own. So we come to what we call the custom watermark. Now, they provide you with this. First of all, we have what we call the picture watermark. This will give you an option of putting a picture, working offline. You select the picture from your computer, that's fine. But we are going to deal with a watermark. So we click on text watermark. We choose the language here. We can choose or write there the text that we want to be as a watermark. So I'm going to use Henry. So we can choose the font. In most cases, I always prefer the Times New Roman. Then I choose the color. It can be any color of your choice or from the question. Then I choose the color as red or as visible. Then we can have the layout as diagonal or horizontal. We have what we call the semi-transparent. Now, when you put onto the semi-transparent or when you leave it, when it is checked, the watermark is not going to be all that visible. Let's first try and see. If you apply, it is going to be looking in this format. But when we uncheck it, it's going to be very clear. So that's what we are having for that watermark. But remember, when we put a watermark on one page, it goes on all the other pages. You will find a question telling you that they want you to put the watermark on only the first page, or only the second page, or only the third page. That's what we are going to do. We are going to leave it on only the second page, then we delete it from the first one and the third page. So that is very simple. So what we do, let's come where our work ends on the first page. We are going to come to the layout. We click on what we call the break. So when we break, undo, we come where our work ends. We come and say break to the next page. When we come to the next page, it's going to be having also the watermark as previously. But remember, we want it on only the second page. So what we do, we are going to come into the header section of that second page that we have gone to, and come to what we call the design, and remove what we call link to previous page. That means that we are removing the link to the previous page that we have been on. That is specifically page 1. So I will come and say, click on that. Then you click on close. So we are now having these pages, but not linked to one another. Page 1 and page 2. We come back to the header section of that page 1. What we do, we click on that watermark, then delete it from there. Then close the header or footer. When we go back to our page 2, it is having it. We again do the same case. We click onto the header section. Now, remember, we didn't break. Are we together? So, we come back. I've said, click where your work ends. Click on to layout, then break to the next page. When I come here, we bring our work back. When we come here, we click into the header section again, Then we remove the link to the previous. So we come down here onto our page 3, we delete the watermark. So we close the header or footer. So we can put our work or arrange our work well. So it remains in the middle. Are we there? So page 1 is lacking the watermark, page 3 is lacking the watermark, but page 2 is having the watermark. Specifically, that's how we can put a watermark onto different pages. Let's come back to our design. So we talk about the page color. So you can choose any color of your choice. It can be a black. So black here, it's visible, no watermark. The watermark is there, no watermark. It's there. Or you can choose more colors and come to the custom and use the red, green, blue color such that you can come up with any color that is given to you in the question. That is specifically how we can put the watermark and the page color. Then lastly, we come to what we call the page border. So you can insert page borders onto your work. So don't always select the none. You can select the box, the shadow, 3D, any other. Then you can pick the style that you want to use. I can use this. Then I will select the color. Let's say I make it a red. Then I can select the width. Then I apply to my document. But where do you want to apply it? I can apply it to the whole document, this section first page only, or the entire. So let me pick the whole document. That is it specifically. It gives us our borders onto our work. That is how we can specifically put the borders. Or if you're not okay with that style, you can as well come to what we call the wording, the art. And you pick the type of art that you really want to use instead of using the style of the lines. Are we together? You can as well apply it to your entire document. So it is going to make your work look somehow nice. So that is all about the page background, specifically the watermark, the page color, and the page border. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.